It's showtime at the Apollo. Ba-na-na-na. I used to love watching that on Saturday nights back in the day, watching the S&P go downtown to Chinatown as we speak. Currently at 43.73 and some change right across the board, except for oil. What's oil doing? Oil's up 1% and silver. Hey, haven't heard you talk about that before. Silver and gold. Been looking at the metals lately. Don't know much. I do know this. Freshman year college, me and my buddy Rob Morocco were roommates, and we had two other roommates, one of which was a rich kid. His name was Ty. And I remember Ty, he had his parents give him $6,000 in spending money for the first semester, $6,000. And my mom gave me $50 a week, and half the time it was late. I just remember he burned through that $6,000 in like half of the first semester. And then he sold off a bunch of gold coins that his grandfather had given him. I remember going to the pawn shop with him, and he sold them all off and got, it was like $1,000. And, that's big money for a guy like me who came from nothing back in 1989 at Vincennes University, basically the Harvard of the Midwest. Where were we? Oh, we weren't anywhere yet. That's correct. So let's get into this. AbbVie was in trouble, right, for a while. And now AbbVie sinking back down to close to my 150 strike on the call. So we'll be watching that. We may have to do nothing. It may dip under 150, the share price, and we will not have to do a thing with AbbVie. Otherwise, we want to keep it. So we'll have to roll out the barrel. We'll check in on that tomorrow. Albemarle, we got the 177.50 puts, and we're doing good. We're at 182.38 today on the stock, and that expires tomorrow. All three contracts on that. 177.50, good to go. Air Products, I was just watching that. It was going downtown to Chinatown, so we should be doing good there. Yeah, we're down to 9 cents. Well, it's not what this says, is it? No, the bid says 10 cents and the ask says 15. We got one contract. Why are you confusing me? What did we collect on that? It wasn't a bunch, was it? Let's take a look. What did we collect on that? 180. Hey, that's not bad. 180. Go back to it. I wouldn't mind just shutting her down right now, just for fun. Can we shut it for $10? We collected 180. We will debit that. We will gladly pay you $10 to keep the 180 that we've already collected and release our $1,000 in collat. And there it is. So that's off the board. We ended up netting $170 in. When did we put that trade on? It wasn't very long ago. We can do just like Fantasyland math. So my big head is in the way. Does that say August 10th? Yep. August 10th. Today is 17th. Is that right? 17th. So 1 week, 7 days in that trade. We cleared $170, right? 170 on 1,000. So 17% in real time, but then annualized, I like to use that Fantasyland math, get out the abacus and divide it by number of days in the trade, multiply it by 365, and that's 886%. So we need to keep doing those types of trades over and over again. Into the next, where are we at? Oh boy. 43.71 on the S&P 500. Okay, next is British American Tobacco. Those are basically good to go. Currently trading at 31.64, but what I did notice is they won't let me do like 1 penny. They require me to do 5 cents per. So that would cost me $25. So there's no reason to cough up that $25. And Colgate is underwater right now. It's at 74 and still going down, 74.01. So we'll watch that, let it roll into tomorrow, and then possibly roll out the barrel on that to what we think is a fair compensation for taking on such a risk. CRISPR has been just messing with my emotions all day. Currently at 47.39, so we are good. It was at what? It was at 46, low 46. Where was it? So this is a 1 day. Yeah, it was at 46.06 at 10:50 a.m. Hello. So it's risen back up, went up all the way to 48.55. That's how volatile this thing is. So we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow through up to expiration. Double Dog Dare You is doing good. 84 puts. I think we have 3 of those. Yep, 3 contracts. It was above $90 today, but currently it is at $89.74. Worst case scenario is $4 per contract to get out of that. We collected 120. So we can shut it down. Can we put 3 on the board and shut it down? It says low likelihood. Let's just put it on the board right now. And just to see if it will fill between now and the end of this video, then we might just go ahead and roll the dice and take our chances and pay an extra $1 per for fun. Take that risk off the board, put more dollar bills into our interest-bearing settlement account. And Devon should be up today. It is up 1% at $49. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. Could easily be up again, of course, because of the oil prices. They love to fluctuate daily, maybe going up. You know how I feel about that for the rest of the year. $90 easy, maybe $100 a barrel. For the crude, well, that's rude. That rhymes too. EOG, we'll look at that tomorrow. Gilead was what? It was like $80 earlier in the week, and now it's like 77. Oh, 76.71. Hello. So we won't have to do anything with that unless tomorrow has a really high rise in green day on the Gilead. Of course, the Jackson Financial, Target, both good to go. Keep an eye on those tomorrow. Valero, though, is what? It's been currently at 132.23. So we'll be rolling that. We'll look at that tomorrow. If oil's down and it's real close to 130, and I think maybe there's a possibility of it going even lower, in the next week or so, then we'll take our money at 130 and run and then re-enter. Otherwise, we'll likely be rolling that because the premium should be really good. And our outlook on oil is very good. ExxonMobil, same thing. So the 110s, the 111 calls, that's probably at 19 something. No, 108.44, up 2% today. So we're good on ExxonMobil. Is that our last one this week? Yeah, then we got Blackstone next week. Pepsi going lower today. Whoa, now it's in the 178s. Hello. Huh. If I wasn't so Debbie Downer on the outlook of the market for the rest of the year, I'd be buying Pepsi up right now, but I'm going to just try to stay patient on that and see what goes on in the next day, next week, next 2 weeks. Be a little cautious and see what the market tells us, what the crystal ball and the magic 8 ball say before we decide how to deploy more dollar bills. So that's what we got going on right here and right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and shut down Double Dog Dare You. Let's put the 4 on it and get it closed right now. What you say? Continue at the 4 for the 3 contracts, $12 max cost. will release $25,200 back into the wild. There it is. There is that. So we closed 2 positions, profit on both of these positions. And we're still looking red. 4369 S&P, Dow down nearly 300 points, NASDAQ down 153. Uncle Russ is down just about 1%. What is Coke doing? I was looking at Coca-Cola earlier. I'd make a play on Pepsi, though, over Coke right now just because of how much Pepsi's down. American Express, I was looking at that as well. I don't know. Keep watching it. Walmart also. Walmart, even though they had a really good earnings report, they bumped up today to over. Let's actually pull it up here. Yeah, we can't even see it. You're just looking over there to the left, and you think we can see what you're looking at, and we can't. So let's pull up Walmart here. It's down 2.5%, almost $4 bills, and you can see what it did. So at the beginning of the day, so this is when it turned, right? So there's yesterday 3:30, and then we get to 9:30 a.m. today, and that's Eastern time. So it like whoop, and it was all the way up to over $160, and it was like, wait a minute, I don't know, downtown to Chinatown from there, all the way down to where it's at now, 155.62. Ooh, 155.29. Wow. And their reports were good. They had a double beat, right? Top and bottom, and they raised their guidance for the rest of the year. Come on. So what is that? Well, that's called market sentiment. And that's what I have been studying. The voodoo, the witchcraft, the black magic 8-ball. Market sentiment. It makes a lot of sense to me because psychology plays such a huge role in money, regardless of how much you think it does. I know it does for me because of the way I grew up. I do have a built-in subconscious hurdle called scarcity. So I am a little risk averse at this stage of my life. You know, when I was just starting out in real estate, I was the opposite. I was very, I had an appetite for risk that was driven by my need to not be poor, to not be broke. And I never was poor, because poor is more of a mindset, and then broke is just essentially a state of accounts. So when I would look at my bank account and it was zero, I was broke, but I wasn't poor, because I knew that if I was given enough time, I was going to not be broke. And that's what we've done. But now that I'm not broke, I am a bit conservative. So you can probably tell that by a lot of the stocks that I own and trade. That's why I prefer the dividend stocks, because it's a worst case scenario trade, which is if I do get stuck with them and the price retreats, say I get put a share $100, it goes down to 80, and I can't really get any action on selling covered calls, but it provides me with an income, some cash flow from dividends. That's my play on that. So we got that going for us, and you can see all of these. CRISPR is just a moonshot type play. Walmart's still retreating. S&P now at 43.69. It just bumped up and then back down. Devon Energy, all of these pay dividends, and some of them very healthy dividends, like British American Tobacco, over 8%. So that's where we're at right here and right now. The girls are home safe and sound. We had a lovely meal. We ate outside at the Burger House here in Valparaiso. That is Maya's favorite restaurant. Had a nice time, had a great evening. And the girls have hairdos today. And then we got to scramble around and get ready to drive Maya Coco down to West Lafayette. Boiler up, hammer down. First day of school went great for kid 3. He hated it, but it went great. No homework. So here we are enjoying ourselves on this Thursday. I'll keep watching the market. I'll be back again tomorrow. Check in, see what's up. We likely have some moves to make on our positions. What's AbbVie doing as we speak? Just checking it. See if it dipped under that 150. Nope, not yet. So thanks for tuning in. Subscribe, like, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I will see you in the next video.